Hey everybody, how's it going? Johnny Cage here, welcoming you to another edition of Friday Night Skype. And tonight we have a round table. We're going to talk about video games. We're going to talk about what it's like to be British, and a bunch of other things. We've got Mr. Utorai with us, who may or may not be conscious at the moment.
I'm here. I'm awake, and I have my Dr. Pepper.
I don't believe you. You're not even here. Anyhow, then we got Dilly, who's always here.
And drinking.
And he's drinking as well. And we got Genray, of course, and
I'm drinking as well.
Alta Guide. We would do a more formal introduction, but last week we talked about all the games that these guys are playing. But our special guest this week is Mr. Mistakes Were Made of the Mr. and Mrs. Mistakes Were Made channel, an Alpine channel where they play Minecraft, and he just started playing Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. How's it going, Mr. Mistakes?
I will like to point out it's actually Saturday morning Skype, not Friday night Skype. I'm drinking tea, but I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm trying not to pass out. It's all good.
Okay, try not to. If you do, we won't hold it against you.
It's only an hour.
It's only an hour. So
it's only 4 o'clock in the morning. Nothing.
just 4. So let's see. You've been playing Minecraft for the Xbox. So tell us about that. How's that going for you? Comparing and contrasting it to the PC version, because I haven't played the Xbox version. I'm interested in I'm interested in it though. But how would you feel it compares overall?
I've been playing the PC one for a number of years, and the Xbox One is just incredible. Like moving over from the PC, and for me personally, being hunched over, like it's all laggy and horrible, and trying to do something decent when your computer just constantly freezes is a pain in the ass. So the Xbox One is incredible because obviously there's no lag. The world is a lot smaller, but you do get to sit on your couch. And sitting on a couch and doing anything is absolutely wonderful. So I think in comparison to the PC one, it works perfectly. It really does. Like if you're someone who especially likes to just try and survive and thrive in Minecraft and play with friends and have a good laugh, then I definitely recommend it for you.
It seems like, though, the only thing that I can say is that it seems a little stiff with going through, like, controls and menus. Like, if you're being chased down by, like, a creeper and skeletons, it's like the middle of the night, you're trying to run back to your home base. Like, it seems like it would be tough to kind of, like, scroll through everything and work that the same way that you would easily be able to work it on a computer. But maybe that's just me.
That's just because you're awful.
I'm not
honestly, the controls work perfectly fine. They really do.
Is it like Mega Man controls?
It depends. Is it me playing Mega Man or you playing Mega Man?
How about Dilly playing Mega Man?
Oh, not me.
You died to top man 3 times. You don't count anymore, also. You had your chance.
Stargard!
Your time in the sun.
You just turned his mic again.
And honestly, like, I have no complaints with the Xbox version. It's incredibly simple. Like, the interface with the crafting, like I said in one of my videos, even though it's fun to begin with to have to craft stuff and put it in the little box like manually, after a while you don't really want to keep making pickaxes and swords, so you can just click one button, and if you've got the stuff, then you're done straight away. It's awesome.
That does seem really beneficial, certainly. So let's see, what else? You're playing Super Mario Bros. 3, getting into the world of NES collecting, a world that I know far too well, and it's taken lots of money out of my pocket. But
yeah, define playing.
Well, I mean, you got the controller in your hands, and you're actually playing the game, so that's a pretty good start. But you're doing the live commentary, and that's definitely tough to do with any action platforming game. I know I would have done a lot better fighting Alta in Mega Man 3 if I would have had to do live commentary. But
really,
I don't need to make excuses.
You kicked my ass.
I know, I still kicked your ass. It's amazing, right? I'm just that good at Mega Man. Kick your ass, ain't Mega Man. I need more beer. Yeah,
dude. I don't know. I didn't want to just become another Minecraft channel, so I've taken my love for retro gaming and brought that over there as well. And yeah, I'm not very good, but that's the kind of thing I want to explain to people, is that I know I'm not very good, so I kind of thrive off that, and I'm like, well, I'm the average player.
Yeah.
So I've died. Well, I'm World 2, I think, right now, and I've died, I don't know, like 15 times. It's fine.
Yeah. You're doing better than me in Alta, don't worry.
That's true. These guys, Alta and Notora, they've been doing a net play Super Mario Bros. 3. They've been going through the game, and they very much put it on hiatus.
It's not my fault. Alta can't figure out how to work an emulator.
Okay. You know what? Just give me a chance to explain myself. Okay, so I put up the emulator, which I'd never use because I'm all legit. And so I get everything started, and I set the keys perfect. I don't just set everything to up, okay? But for some odd reason, the recording software just fucks it up completely. And no matter what I do, up is everything. Up is left, right, down, freaking up also. No matter what I do.
You might as well be using the power glove at this point.
I would just like to point out that you have never really branched out to one of us other emulating using LPers for advice or help on this. You've just used his...
all the time.
Why would you ask Uto for anything?
I don't know.
He's like Asian women, masturbation, Digimon. That's my life.
You know it's true.
Don't forget the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry. You could have asked Johnny. He has quite the plethora of knowledge when it comes to emulators. He's like the
Plethora.
I'm like the lawnmower man of emulators.
Dude,
like that.
the way to judge it is if I can do it, then you definitely should be able to do it.
Well, if there's one thing that the internet loves, it's failing. I mean, the internet is, people have made a living off of just, look at Ray William Johnson. He makes a living off of showing videos of people failing. So, you can't go wrong with the failing. That's for sure.
When I can only hit up, and that's the only thing it'll do, I don't think it's going to do so hot.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah,
there is no middle ground. You're either not dying enough or you're winning all the time. One of the two, or you have to be dying all the time or winning all the time. There is no middle ground of, I died occasionally. No, it's got to be perfection or absolute failure.
Well, I know which one I fit into, so it's all good. I've got my place.
You'll get through. And you've always got the whistles to get to the other worlds if you don't want to spend time fiddling around in other crazy worlds. I hate the ice world, World 6 and Mario Brothers 3.
That's the best world. You get the turtle suit.
Whatever. I don't care what you get in there. You could get, $1 million in that world.
You can get the hammer suit.
$1 million.
$1 million.
The hammer. One hits Bowser.
What the hell is the turtle suit?
The Hammer Brothers.
The Hammer Brothers suit.
Oh.
You get that, and then you use it on Bowser, and then you just throw a hammer at him. Done. One hit.
So I didn't know that Contra didn't exist at all in the UK, and that's really interesting. Just having that little discussion I had with you yesterday about that, and Ninja Gaiden. What did they call Ninja Gaiden in the UK?
Shadow Warrior.
Shadow Warrior. It's like I'm asking, like, what do they call what do they call the Big Mac with cheese or quarter pounder with cheese? It's called a Royale with cheese. It's like a Pulp Fiction situation right there.
Yeah, we have the as far as being an NES collector in England, it's a pain in the ass because not only most of the games you can find so readily over there, like Metroid, we have to spend like fucking £60 on here. And Contra is actually called Probotector in England, and that sounds wrong just saying that at this time of morning. Protect my probe, and it's you're robots instead of big beefy sexy guys. And you're fighting aliens, and the music's slower, and there's barely any enemies, and it basically just sucks. So.
Nice.
So why are...
Hello?
What?
sorry.
Why are... Like, I
It's
thought
cool,
it was
dude.
really big suspense. Just
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
I really had something to say, and then it was...
It's cool. I am British. It's fine. That's just any excuse I have.
Okay, I asked, why are the games so different in the UK? Why is that? Because that sounds like a completely different game. Why is the changes so drastic?
Just cause, basically. Because we like to suffer. And it's like, you get all these American adverts like, holy shit, play Contra, it's fucking amazing. And you get it in England, it's like, we're robots and we like to run along and shoot oranges at people, yay. It's not half as exciting in England, unfortunately.
Nothing but Mary Poppins and chimney sweepers as far as the eye can
That's
see.
exactly what it's like.
Actually, I have a question for you. Have you
Bring
tried
us.
that hot dog stuffed pizza you all have over there?
Well, I would do, but I'm vegetarian, so
Wow.
that'll
A
be
vegetarian British guy. Now
I would
this,
just like to.
this is a
I'd like to
sight to
point out that Uto just said y'all. That's it.
see. He suddenly became a Southern Canadian right there, out of the blue.
Y'all got them hot dog stuffed pizzas down up there.
Dude, you're from Toronto. You live in the suburbs. Jesus Christ.
Dude, let him be what he wants to be, alright?
I blame Dilly. I talk to him too much.
It sounds like it's a hell collecting NES games in the UK.
Yeah,
Collecting
it is.
NES games in America, on the other hand, not so bad. But it is what it is. And that's what that is, I guess. Anyhow, moving right along. I didn't have a segue for that. I just felt like saying something. So anyone else got something to say?
Yeah, I don't
cock.
actually play NES games. My whole background is like PlayStation, N64, GameCube.
Well, that's because you're not an old man.
I'm not.
You were Southerner.
Yeah, this is true.
Background was Southerner, not PlayStation.
Whatever. My background is wherever the hell I am at the moment. Right now, I guess I'm Southern. Oh, I'm in. I'm not from. I am in Mississippi. Mr. Mistakes, by the way. That's where I am. That's that's why they keep on calling me a Southerner. Do I sound like I have an accent?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. Are you eating mud pie as well? It sounds like something you do there. Dude, if I'm eating crumpets, you're eating mud pie. That's what I'm saying.
No.
There's so much incest that goes down in Mississippi, too. Lots of it. Mostly in Dilly's house. Mostly in his house.
I mean...
it's centrally localized in Dilly's house.
I think Meridian is like the third, or like Meridian is like the top 10 fattest city in the United States. I'd just like to point that out.
Something to be proud of, right?
Something to be proud of. We made the top 10 in something. I think
that is saying something, I suppose.
And Meridian used to be the biggest city in Meridian. I mean, in Mississippi. Meridian used to be the biggest.
It used to be.
And then it engulfed Mississippi and became the hub of all incest in the world.
It's kind of like Meridian's like the blob, and it's just this big gelatinous thing that's just taking over the world.
Just eating things left and right.
Oh, man. Meridian.
Oh, Metroid's a great game, though. I've got to get around to LP and Metroid one of these days. That's a really hard game. I'm surprised that they don't talk about that more. When you see like a top 10 hardest NES games, for some reason, I consistently see like the number 10 spot always goes to Contra. And I don't know why, because Contra I don't think is that hard of a game, and you've always got the Konami code, of course, too. But Metroid is balls hard. Like, if you get to the end of that game and you die, then you have just the missiles that you were left with, no energy packs. You're better off just resetting it. And I had heard that they, at last second, made it a password-based saving system rather than having an actual battery backup in it, which they did, with Legend of Zelda and other awesome NES games. But I really wish they would have kept that in there instead, because having a password system is just completely useless. You kind of have to beat that game in one go.
Well, that sounds like my next LP then. Because that'll go really well, because I can't even beat Super Mario Brothers.
Not only that, but at least like in the overworld in Zelda, it's intimidating and hard to find your way around it. But you can tell, like, okay, if I'm in the mountains, I'm in the north. If I'm sea water, I'm to the south or the east. And if I'm over by like the cemetery or like the gray area, I'm over to the west real far. But with Metroid, you have no fucking idea where the hell you are any of the time. It's like, where are you?
It's kind of like me in real life, to be honest, man.
Orange Passage. I have
no idea where I am any day of the week, so it's fine.
Where's the cowering and fear button? I need it immediately.
I only know how to find the KFC and then go back to my house. Anywhere else, I'm pretty much lost.
You should make a video of that. You can be your own little RPG. You can take like a sword with you and go to KFC.
I do carry a sword with me when I go out after like midnight. Like I remember bringing my scimitar with me to 7-Eleven.
Oh,
that's not at all dangerous. What could possibly go wrong?
What's your damage per second, by the way? I don't think we're aware of that.
Oh, it depends on the weapon.
I didn't know they sold potions at 7-Eleven.
Oh man, I remember getting like really crappy like potion drinks that were literally labeled like, I think they were like Diablo potions that I got at an anime convention once, and they just tasted like the worst energy drink ever. And they were selling them for like $10 a pop because they came in these little glass vials. And I'm like, oh, good lord, that's just.
Dude, but what did you expect to happen when you drank it?
I don't know. I wanted to.
This is a great idea. Yeah.
I expected my broken arm to set itself.
I had broke that in my previous drunken stupor, and then this seemed like the best idea to fix that up.
Forget hospitals.
Hospitals. A $10 energy drink would just fix this right up. It's fine.
It's a health potion.
Well, Dr. Pepper has doctor in its name, so it must cure you stuff.
There you go. That makes lots of logical sense right there.
Yeah, I'm going to start living my life by your logic. That sounds incredibly exciting.
You'll end up eating a pound of bacon a day. You probably won't.
That sounds like the best thing ever, especially for me.
Yes.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
here's a question: How many of you are naked right now?
Not I, said the dilly. Not I.
At least 4 of the 5 of us.
That's
In
good.
any
I'm not
given
alone.
night. The whole thing's falling apart.
Oh man. Remember this
what
happened
happened there?
This happened one time in FNS. We can't all talk at once. It's bad. I didn't like it at all.
Deb doesn't like that. They're not down with that.
Collapses.
Oh, but speaking of energy drinks, man, last time I had a Monster, all it did for me was turn my saliva like as thick as concrete and made my piss this neon green color, which didn't seem healthy at all. So I think I'm gonna stay away from energy drinks for a while.
Wait,
But
seriously?
saying that,
Yeah, it was weird.
dude, if your pee is neon, at least you can have sweet rave parties. Which
I
is,
know,
you
right? You just pee.
It's a plus.
You just pee into a tube, and then you turn off the lights, and you've got instant glow stick. It's pretty freaking awesome, right?
Oh god. You can also just, roll around in like some radioactive material. Then you are the rave party.
try to pull an Adam West. Like,
How
no,
quickly our professional podcast has degraded.
Whoever.
Did you say professional?
Yeah, this is a Friday Night Skype. This isn't professional Skyping with the LPers of the world. That's not
LPers of the world.
The other voice.
Which Captain Planet power do you have now, Dilly?
I've got heart.
Of course you
fire.
do. That's what I was going to give you anyway.
I have invisibility because it's the best superpower ever. I'd totally use it to like sneak into women's locker rooms.
Oh, fuck that. I would rather have teleportation. Just fucking like, I'm there.
But then you gotta bring a wooden board with you with a hole in it so you can.
I would
see out.
I would rather just have flying, just to fly around and have that kind of sense of freedom and go explore the world. That would be amazing.
It still takes too much time though. You'd be like up in the air. You have to watch out for airplanes and birds.
Oh yeah,
and,
airplanes, because I can't see those coming from a
and
bajillion
like
miles
fucking
away.
okay. What about like space junk falling from the sky? That's a real threat.
Space junk.
What about the occasional space junk? What about random bullets being fired into the air? I don't
All
know.
those teenagers just throwing away their rappers in space, dude.
I'll tell you right now, in the South, it's a real issue because people die all the times from stray falling bullets because people don't know.
Those
guns.
bullets have to go down somewhere. I was watching the Patriot a few days ago with my brother, and they were shooting guns up into the air. I'm like, why are you doing that? I mean, I know it's the 1800s, but those bullets have to come down somewhere. People are going to die.
I love how you mentioned the Patriot while we have a British guy here.
Well, I'm saying, Mel Gibson's pretty good
Well,
at killing people.
How long did that take?
Oh, hey, have you seen the new Assassin's Creed? They kill a lot of British people in that one.
Oh,
Good.
by the way, we
I
won.
like that.
I like that. It's my favorite thing ever.
Okay,
I'm not
in,
going to stoop to your level.
in his defense, Assassin's Creed is not all about killing the Brits. It just happens that all the trailers have red coats. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
In
I
my
thought it was
defense,
pretty awesome.
I've never played Assassin's Creed anything.
Well,
I've barely played any Xbox game ever.
you
I
never
didn't
played
realize we were
video game?
attacking you, Alpha.
Hey, if I could have been there to party for the Queen's Jubilee, though, I totally would have. I want you to know that. It sounds like
Dude, I didn't even party for the Queen's Jubilee.
that's an excuse to party, man. That's just it.
What? There's nothing to party about. Oh, wow, she lived. Yeah, congratulations.
There's
on
got to be
surviving.
there's got to be a sale at your local liquor store or something like that. Whatever the
No.
Queen's favorite drink is. Buy the Queen's vodka, 50% off.
She's just swigging from a bottle. She's like, I love you all. Just crying everywhere and shit. Just like, while you're peeing on her, like fueling her sweet
yeah,
party
right.
and stuff.
How different we are, but how much the same we really are, the two.
I am. Now, as far as the Queen's Jubilee goes, I could not give a shit. That's just my honest opinion. Like, I don't care, dude. I really don't care. Like, it's funny because I think less people in England care than everyone from outside of England.
That's like, President's Day in America. No one cares about it, but if we happen to get the day off for it, we'll definitely take it.
Yeah,
you know?
You're a president, yeah!
Yeah, I'm the president, yeah.
What did you think about that royal wedding or whatever the hell happened a few years ago?
Oh, I was incredibly hungover that morning, and yeah.
There was a royal wedding. I remember my mom probably being more happy for the royal wedding than most people in England were, although they really turned out for that event. But anyhow.
That's because I got the day off.
Is there another day off? Yes.
Because nothing else did.
You've got kind of a Japanese accent going on.
Yeah, John, you said royal wedding. There's no R.
It's cool, man. We're just bringing the Oriental into here. It's fine.
Look, Johnny, he is our official Japanese spokesperson of the LPO community.
Yeah, I'm totally an interpreter, of course.
Johnny, I need you to say "big floppy donkey dick" in your Japanese accent.
Big floppy donkey dick.
That's awesome.
You only get one, and it's because I'm halfway through this giant 40-ounce of beer.
That's all I
When I woke up at 3:30 in the morning to do this, I did not think I'd be laughing to big floppy donkey dick.
You weren't expecting to hear it in Japanese.
Wonderful.
No,
this makes me happy to be alive. So, if this is the case, does this mean I'm basically right now the spokesperson for the whole of England?
yeah, you are literally, speaking for
a
all
lot
of
of pressure. I can say a lot of stuff right now.
You can say a lot of things right now, like
Please,
like spades. Like, we don't understand spades. We know they're shovels, but we're like, spades? What? I don't
Dude,
get
a
it.
shovel is a
Hard
big
into this.
spade.
Yep.
Is it really? Are they actually different?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm having a revelation as we speak.
This is
Hey.
too much.
Remember that time Johnny drunk like 20 beers, and then it came off? No, it wasn't 20. I'm sorry, it was like
It was
10.
12 beers. And it was over the course of like 6 hours. Catching
was
up on
the
E3 2012.
I just
That's
think
old news. That's
everyone...
old news, Alta. We don't need to talk about that. We're fine. It's fine. It's
I just
fine.
thought it was amazing.
It's fine, Alta. It's fine.
I want to be you when I grow up, Johnny.
Okay.
I want to be
So
Bandit King.
Want to be back?
back to the subject of spades. Down in the South, spades is a card game that involves lowest puppy toe.
Throwing out racial slurs now.
Okay,
What is this?
We can't put this on YouTube now. Good job, Dilly. Good job.
Oh, you know what? I'll just make it 10 times worse. Just wait 1 second.
Also-
No, don't you do that.
no,
Don't you do
no.
Okay.
I'm just look. If you're from the South, it's not a big deal. Like it's when you throw It's just a card game. It's just a card game term. All right, it's not a big deal.
It's just
I've never heard that
I've played it with a black person before. All right, I'm allowed to say this.
I'm not just saying.
Because everyone knows they have a universal network that says who and who's not able to say it.
This used to be about video games.
So I'm assuming, Steve, we could just edit all of that out and just talk about video games.
Video game talk.
Moving on. Hey, do you like the game Conker's Bad Fur Day? I mean, I know it's not really British-y, but a lot of the voice actors are British. How do you
Just
feel
because it's not British-y doesn't mean I don't like it.
about it? Okay, I just...
Pre-order Conker's Bad Fur Day and get free fucking tea and crumpets. Sweet.
So what's your favorite British stereotype while we're on?
I love the bad teeth one. I don't know where that came from.
But you know
You're
what?
British, got bad teeth.
Yeah, I mean, like, Prince Charles had really bad teeth. But I just saw Prometheus a week ago, and Guy Pearce, he's British. He has really bad teeth. Seriously. I mean,
Dude, it's just people in general. It's nothing to do with you British.
and Austin Powers, man, that set is stone.
I love the tea and crumpets one. That's funny. I don't really understand that one.
Yeah, neither do we. No one gets it anymore, I suppose.
Sweet.
Everything's so westernized, though, as it is around the world. It's, everyone knows the same stuff. Everyone enjoys the same pop culture, whatever it might be, whether it be movies or music or video games.
That's a lie, because I hate everything.
Oh, okay. Never mind, then. I retract that statement.
To everyone but you.
I like to be different, man, alright?
I can tell. You're a British
So
vegetarian.
are we over the racial stuff, yeah? That's cool.
I hope so.
Okay,
I have
so
a very deep question.
Oh, right.
If you hate everything the same, does that mean you love everything as much as you possibly can?
Aha, see, he understands me. I'm actually a lover. I may stab a couple of people, but it's out of love. It's fine.
One of those vicious lovers.
Exactly. I'm just a little bit rough, it's not everyone's taste. But
They're more than a love tap.
All right, so here's a question I want to ask, because apparently we talked about video game movies already, but what is the best video game to be based off of a movie?
Mario
All right.
Brothers?
It's not based off
Mario
of
Brothers.
a movie. The game came first.
Oh, Star Wars, because...
Oh, God, you're still failing miserably.
Johnny, what's the right answer? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, maybe.
That's a good shout, dude. That's a good shout.
That's
and
a
also,
great one. That's a great one.
The new one looks sick because of that.
Yeah, there wasn't any right answer. All of them were wrong answers. But no, I remember playing Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 when that came out, and that was like GTA, but with Spider-Man. It was so much fun, just to like web swing around the entire city of New York. But I hope they do something like that again, because that'd be really cool. They should have that in the next GTA.
They are. The Amazing Spider-Man is pretty much the exact same as that, but in HD. So.
Well, the game. The game.
The game of the movie. So,
What do you guys think about the new Amazing Spider-Man? How they're like rebooting the whole series?
I mean, how it's just Spider-Man 4 with a different name?
Pretty much.
Really? But
no,
yeah.
it's not. Okay.
But Genray, you're
they're
a resident
rebooting it.
comic book guy, and it's supposed to be the Amazing Spider-Man, which is an entirely different Spider-Man universe from like the Spider-Man universe that we know, like the Peter Parker, the animated Spider-Man show that we probably all grew up with.
But the problem is people aren't going to understand that, and everyone's like, "Oh, what happened to Tobey Maguire?" So everyone sounds right, and that's a problem because I've had like people I work with and people who aren't really knowledgeable on the whole Spider-Man universe. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. My mind is blown. But I think, what's the new guy who's in Social Network?
I don't know who the new guy is.
Well, that's helpful. That's great. That just shocked me.
I know who he is, but I can't tell you his name. Like I've seen him before, but I don't know what his name is.
But that guy's awesome, and I think he might be British as well. So, just saying.
See, now the British guy brought it back to British stuff. I just want to point that.
Everything will be British one day.
One day.
You guys kind of already tried that, and your whole empire fell apart. Give it up.
Shh, we don't mention that. That never happened to us.
That's like Germany in World War II. We were on vacation.
Oh, it's the Nazi. Just kidding.
See, we can talk about that, but every time everyone forgets that the British conquered half the world, but then they bring up. I'm still hearing about it. I don't even fucking live in Germany, but I am German, so every day it's like, how about that Hitler? I'm like, no, go away, leave me alone.
So how about that Hitler?
How about that Hitler?
Do you call them Hitler melons or are they watermelons?
What the fuck does that mean?
I heard it somewhere. They call them Hitler melons.
I heard it somewhere. It must be true, Internet.
Okay, there's way too much racial in this podcast. Why is it when the British guy comes on, I was like all hyped up to do this, and now it's just 40 minutes of being racist?
I did not expect it to turn into...
Okay, let's listen to some Screwdriver and just put on a KKK mask while we're at it.
Alright, back up to things that are important. The man's name is Andrew Garfield.
We're all
I just checked it out.
Except for Dilly, who has to be cut out. But other than that...
So wait, we can talk about everything, but is that what you're talking
Can
about?
you stop saying that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Hold on.
British.
I have to get my ghost uniform on real quick and burn a cross. I'll be right back.
I'll just Pretty the Pooh Chapter 3. We can just call it a night.
Oh my gosh. By the way, the Andrew Garfield guy, he's from L.A. He was born in L.A.
Well,
not British at all.
You want the Spider-Man guy?
You know who I love? Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Remember Blackadder? Ha! Funny stuff.
Yeah. It was great. No, dude, Rowan Atkinson, my favorite thing of him is Zazu from Lion King, because that just makes me happy. Because he doesn't love the Lion King.
That's true. Everyone loves Lion King, because it's a circle of life, and moves us all.
Never seen The Lion King.
That's because you have no soul, Alton.
That sounds like blasphemy.
Have you not even stumbled upon seeing the Lion King?
Well, I was a kid and never got to see Lion King, and everyone.
I was a kid and I was abused.
Hank Culver was barely alive at the time, so he has an excuse. Somewhat.
I was very fat at the time, and when you're very fat, I'm like, screw Disney movies, I want McDonald's. And now I'm, well, not fat.
But
did you not know how to multitask when you were younger then? You can't eat and watch movies at the same time.
Nope, you eat and you play video games. That's why I play video games on the
Call
internet.
yourself an American. You're supposed to be eating all the time.
I'm eating crumpets.
Drinking tea.
Yeah, it's 4:31 in the morning, and I'm eating crumpets and drinking tea just to fit up to that stereotype. I'm also making my teeth as black and as horrible as possible.
Nice.
And I'm getting drunk and fucking my sister as we speak at this moment.
I have proof. Proof.
Photos.
Somebody needs to shoot a gun.
Oh, I'm all out of bullets. I have to go to the store and buy them at Walmart tomorrow.
You better.
Oh, the bank.
Go to the bank and buy my bullets.
I'm here to deposit money and pick up my 100 rounds of 22s, please.
See, not only does that is it stupid from the standpoint that there's fucking bullets in a bank, but whose idea was it to put bullets and live ammunition with somewhere that has lots of money? That just because doesn't that make robbing a bank like 10 times easier? It just kind of takes out the middleman. Like, I know the stereotype for Americans is like lazy, but that's just taking it to the next level when you can walk into the bank and get bullets next to where you're getting your money out.
Actually,
Like-
a lot of the bank laws now, you don't even need a gun. You just need a note that says "Give me all your money," and then the teller hands you a money, and you walk out. I'm not joking because I have a friend who's a bank teller. And all you need is a note. You slip it across the teller because it is illegal for the bank tellers to endanger their customers within the bank. So you actually cannot endanger your customers. So you have to comply with whatever they say, make as little noise and scene as possible while the bank robber robs you, and then walk out and let them walk out.
Okay, I have a new plan for life. I'm going to go into a bank and slip a note and be like, take off all your clothes, turn around, and bark like a dog. They have to do it. They said they have to do it. So.
You gotta do it. I talked to some American guys, and they said you gotta do this. You're obligated to.
Seems legit, man. Seems completely legit. And also, when you were talking then, I thought you were going to say you don't even need a gun, you just throw bullets at them. Just sitting there, they're just
At
like...
tremendous speeds.
It's like, do you mind? Nope, I'm just going to throw some bullets at you until you give me some money.
Well, I hope at least you're drinking Earl Grey tea. Compliments of Captain Picard, your fellow countryman.
I'm drinking Tetley.
I don't know what that is. Is it like beer?
I drink tea, and I don't know what that is, but can you tell me about that? Because I like tasting new teas.
It's tea.
It's just
It's not every half
Well,
the same.
shit. Tea down in the South is sugar water, so you got to be more specific.
He drinks Kool-Aid and calls it tea all the time.
I am not joking. Okay, tea in the South is wrong. It's not actually tea. It's just wrong.
Tea is whatever you want it to be, my child.
Whoa, that was deep.
we just hit a harmonious moment right there.
Oh.
So we haven't been racist for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Hey,
And we haven't talked about video games for I love how we started off, we were on topic for a good 6 seconds.
yeah. Well, that's why we didn't include video games in the title of Friday Night Skype, so then we can talk about other things too. But let's see. What does everyone think about the new Batman movie that's coming out?
Yes.
I haven't seen anything about it yet.
You haven't seen anything about it? How have you not seen anything about it?
Tell you what,
Haven't
you guys
seen
talk amongst yourselves, and I'll watch.
Just want my family back.
I just want my friend.
I think it's risky of it. The more I'm getting enthralled with it. Same with the because I thought they were just literally going to reboot it and they were going to do the whole origin story all over again. But the more I see of it, the more it makes. So I'm kind of digging it. And you got Bane, who they can't do a worse job than Joel Schumacher did with him, and Batman and Robin. So. Trying to remember which Batman he was in, but
I think they need to take Adam West and have him be Batman
Yes.
one more time.
Adam West should totally just be like Alfred at this point. That'd be so awesome if Adam West was Alfred. I mean,
Yes.
Michael Caine does a great job and all, but that's just that's so appropriate of a role to give him right now.
Hey, no, rewind.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you say anything about Mr. King, all right?
Oh no, I've spoken of a fellow countryman. I'm certainly going to get some sort of a beating from I don't know what, but I can't think of another stereotype right now off the top of my head.
No, dude, if I'm going to be compared to anyone British who is really famous, then
Patrick
Mr.
Stewart.
King.
Patrick Stewart.
Mary Poppins?
Oh yeah, dude, UK Patrick. Isn't he Scottish?
I don't know, actually. I just assume everyone with a British kind of accent is.
If you're not American, you're British.
If you're not American, you're British. Or Russian.
I have a question.
Japanese.
Have you ever seen a nanny who's flown into a house in an umbrella?
I've tried it myself.
Does it work?
Not really, to be honest. There's a lot of pain involved.
While we're talking about movies, though, I'd like to
by the way,
mention
you
that
can't say Patrick Stewart. You have to say Sir Patrick Stewart. I believe
Thanks
he
for
was
cutting me
19.
off.
Dang it, Billy.
Just fuck off. Alto.
He was also
Uto,
born
Alto.
in Yorkshire.
He did it too.
Anyway, Uto.
Is that crappy Ninja Turtles movie where they're supposed to be aliens got kind of sort of canceled. They halted production on it.
But just
Good.
recently?
Yeah,
Really?
just recently. I was reading about that.
Like today?
Not today. I saw it. I forget where I saw it, but it said it's...
As I go on IMDb every day, and I think I would have seen something like that, but maybe I'll just look into it more so. I don't know. I don't know what the hell
I read
it
production.
would have been a train wreck. It's freaking
2014 due to, like, issues of some kind. I don't know. I wasn't paying
it's
attention.
freaking Michael Bay. It would have been a disaster.
Dude, if it's Michael Bay, he's probably got that damn level in there from the NES game.
He put the dam level in there. No, that would be too nice of him to put the dam level in there. It's like, hey,
But the dam, it'll blow up and it'll be in slow motion from like 67 different angles.
that damn seaweed. It's like, I can't get around the seaweed, man. You're just gonna have to go in. Who should we send? Let's send Raphael in. He's got a short range weapon. Go.
Shit just got real.
We'll go in there. We'll take it out, man. But the Judge Dredd trailer looks pretty interesting. I can't believe they have not changed his costume at all. It's still the same looking Judge Dredd from like 1995 when Sylvester Stallone was playing him.
I am the law.
I am the law.
That was pretty oriental again, dude. I am the law.
I am the law.
Law.
Well, his costume in the comic hasn't changed either, so...
Well, maybe that's a good thing, then.
I don't think I'll ever stop watching any of the Dark Knight series as long as Christopher Nolan is on board. He does...
This is the last one.
This last one, yeah, they're only doing the
Is
trilogy.
really? I'm done then.
Sorry to break the news to you, dude, but yeah.
Done.
And you've also
I've
got
never stopped
Gates.
watching them apart from this is the last one, so I've stopped watching them. But
So I'm about to be done very soon, actually.
So, well,
Pretty
technically he's already done, since the movie's already filmed and everything.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see what he does next. I loved Inception. Inception was an amazing movie, too.
Yes. That was
And
a great movie.
so was, oh wait, what was I thinking of? I was thinking of Quentin Tarantino's new movie, Django Unchained, that's coming out.
that looks awesome, dude.
Right? Like, you can't go wrong with Quentin Tarantino. I don't think he's ever made a bad movie. And if you think you did, go back and rewatch whatever you think's bad. Because everything that he just...
What do you think about Dusk Till Dawn?
But he only produced Dust Till Dawn and starred in it. He didn't
He was
direct it.
fucking in the movie, though. He
Yeah.
only produced it, starred it, and
And
directed
it's
it.
not that bad of a movie for what it is. You got George Clooney in there, too, who's like an A-list actor, and he's killing vampire strippers with like a jackhammer stake driving machine. I mean, come on.
That sounds like a sexual dream of mine.
It's a very pornographic film. If you're into it, you'll like it.
Okay,
Kill
back to
Bill's my
Batman.
favorite movie, except the part where Lucy Liu gets her head cut off. That part made me cry.
That
See, then you
Uh-huh.
get a portable Lucy Liu head. That's fine. You can
And
do
she didn't
things
get her
like that.
whole head cut off. It was like, like the scalp or whatever. She got
Fine, all
scalped,
good.
basically.
See, you can take the brain out, and then you can reattach the top of the head, and then she does whatever you want, because she has no brain to think for herself.
Dude,
Yeah.
you put a hat on it. It's fine.
That's like the perfect woman.
That's not how it works.
Turn off Ulta, stop ruining my dream.
Okay, we've been racial. We've been sexist.
Nationalist.
Thanks for waking up at 4 a.m. to join us here, Mr. Mistakes. We really appreciate that effort on your part.
Mr.
cool,
Mistakes,
man.
I have a question. What is the greatest... I mean, like, how do you play Minecraft? Are you more like a survivor? Do you build things? Like, I mean, I know a lot of your videos say I fail at whatever, but, like, do you take pride in what you do in Minecraft?
Yeah, I do my solo worlds. I have like a string of updates that I do regularly. My solo world is kind of grown organically. Like I started off just surviving, and basically I was sick of my friends coming and trolling my world. So I was like, right, I'm doing a solo world on my own. And I started off with a little house, and it's kind of grown exponentially, and it's huge now. But I tend to just try and survive. But the thing is with the Minecraft on Xbox at the moment, there's not really that much integration from the PC. So you can survive to a certain extent, but to be honest, if you wanted to survive in Minecraft, you could just dig down 3 blocks and then put a block above your head, and you're done. You survived.
That's true. It doesn't have the health bar to it.
Exactly. Yeah. So
well, it has
at the
the health
moment-
bar. It doesn't have the eating bar though, where you slowly starve to death. Yeah.
I'm also just about to die.
I'm going to try that in the next Resident Evil. Just dig down 3 blocks, put one above my head.
In theory, this should work just fine.
It actually comes up for my next opinion. I listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast a lot, and they were talking about something called DayZ, or DayZ,
Oh,
as they
dude,
call it.
DayZ, it looks awesome.
DayZ.
It's a mod of a game called Arma 2, which is a sequel to Flashpoint. Don't ask me about any of this shit because I don't know. But DayZ is a survival horror mod where you start off, I believe now they've updated it to where you only start off with a can of beans. And you can technically like build a car by assembling all the parts, but your only goal
Need a lot of cans of beans for that, I suppose.
Yeah, like you have a health bar, you have like a water bar, and it plays in real time. So if it's light outside, it's light on your server, and if it's dark, it's dark outside. It has like real time server.
So if you don't play for like a week, you're dead?
I don't think it works. No, it doesn't work like that. But you only have one life, and if you die, that's it. You start completely over from scratch. The average lifespan is like half an hour.
Oh, well, that's not fun at all.
Yeah, it's like me on Mario.
That's like, I don't know. I think your average life in Mario is, what, like maybe 30 seconds?
Dude, on my third episode, I died twice in a minute.
My favorite one was when you were in the sun level in the World 2 of Mario 3.
What was that,
and
dude?
just the
What was
tiniest...
that?
That's what NES games are all about. The tiniest pixel is your worst enemy. And just the tiniest pixel of the sun touches you, and you're dead.
Yeah,
You've
Mega
been
Man
fried.
physics.
Yeah, dude. It's
Like
got...
the
Well, at
left-
least in Mega Man you have a health bar, you know.
Oh, yeah, but you, like, the back of your ankle touches, like, that far right side of the spike that's not even recovery sharp, and you're dead.
Oh, instant death spikes. Yeah, they're rough.
Diablo 3 is kind of like that too. Their hit radius to actual like visual perception is way off.
Yeah,
I've been hit by
yeah.
things that aren't even near me.
I'm surprised they couldn't fix that for being a current like generation
Yeah.
game, more or less.
What the fuck is that?
Because it is. That is a major complaint to me for Diablo 3. As much as I love the game and recommend it to people, it's like you can be like, okay, I'm going to hit this guy and I'm going to run off and he'll be pretty far away from me. He's not going to hit me and he still hits you anyway. And it's a real...
Swings and that's it. That's all there is.
Yeah.
So I
Here's
mean,
what I recommend to people. Don't go out, bike 2 hours, buy the game for $60, and then realize your video card won't play it.
Good. I think you're one of the only people in the world that happened to, Alton.
God, dude, I can barely run emulators, so
Yeah. Well, but you've got current gen systems at least.
that's true. That is true.
I do. I have a PS3 as well.
As
Well,
do
and-
I.
You got to get
And-
an HD PVR, man. It's the only way
You
to do
know,
it.
oddly enough, like I play Rainbow Six 2 Vegas online, and surprisingly the servers are still up. And I got to say about 3 in like every 7 people I play with are either from the UK or New Zealand for some reason.
It's still popular there. In America, it's all about, Battlefield and Call of Duty.
The next FPS.
The next FPS.
But here's a question. Back to the Arma Z mod and the zombie apocalypse thing. Would you, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, what kind of person would you be? Like, I'm talking about real life. Would you try and find survivors and work with them, or would you just slaughter everyone you see?
I'd slaughter everyone I see.
No,
I'd steal as much food as possible and just sit on my ass.
You know what? That's not fair. That's not fair because we talked about this. I asked you guys what was your zombie apocalypse escape plan, and this is basically the same question, and you guys completely blew me off. But yeah,
Sorry,
it is,
I gave a one-sentence answer.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm British. All right.
yeah, and then when the accent comes in, it's all bets are off. I have to give my full blown attention to this.
Billy, our guest asked the question, all right?
Jesus, come on.
Come on.
All right. In all seriousness, if I was in a actual situation like that, it would be both. If somebody pissed me off, you're dead. That's all there is to it. But if you want to work with me, and build trust, fine. Let's build a car. Let's go steal some shit. Let's go rape some bitches. I'm all down for
You're
that.
supposed to be cool and save dogs, Dilly, because we all know you're only as cool
And
as
Dilly,
the
you are
dogs you
digging
save.
a hole that you're not going to get out of tonight, all right?
Look, I don't know anybody that listens to this personally, so I don't give a shit. I will say things until the sun comes up.
And speaking of sun coming up, it's literally coming up. Well,
The sun never sets on the British Empire.
Well, it does now since they lost like 98% of it. But
We don't
yeah.
speak of the dark times. May not talk about those dark times.
No.
that accent right there, that is not my accent. That
I
is
know.
not.
I'm
That is
way
a
off.
terrible...
I tried to be way off. There's no way I could be good.
Everything I know I learned from Clockwork Orange, so I just say, right, me and
Oh
my
my
roots, get out.
That's exactly what England's like.
I
Pretty
have heard
much.
that the Clockwork Orange is like a mixture of like they have future talk in that book, right? Clockwork
Future
Orange.
talk? I thought it was
Yeah,
just
future
like all based on like 1960s like English slang language.
No,
Like,
I thought it was-
Clockwork Orange is supposed to be like British
In the
slang.
future, it's supposed to be I thought it was supposed to be like some like a combination of like future words or like some kind of like Russian words mixed with something else or like Korean or some shit like that.
Don't know. All I know is that there's some ultra violence in that movie.
I mean, okay, if there's a world apocalypse, do you think everybody will start speaking Mandarin because they have like the most amount of people in their fucking country?
Dude,
or whatever?
it's like Firefly. It's like Firefly.
Yeah.
The only two languages that exist are Chinese, Mandarin, or Cantonese, and English. Only two
Yeah.
languages left in the world. Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
like, if the world died out, like think about all the languages we would lose as well. And if we ever got back to civilization, like video games, we would only have like 4 fucking languages. Like, how would you feel about that?
Yay, I'm
I'm
going to
British
need one
and fun.
language.
As long as we're speaking like one of the ones that exist, I really don't care.
Right.
What
When,
if you were the last Mexican alive that only spoke Spanish?
hey, that might. I don't know if it will happen to Mexicans, but it might happen to
Rosetta
some
Stone.
other. Rosetta Stone is your answer.
You know what I use when I try to talk to my high friends? I use Rosetta Stone.
Oh, shit.
God.
Good one, Alto. Good.
Anyways, back to the zombie survival plan. I'd do the same as Genrai, pretty much. I'd just waltz to the store, steal all the food, waltz back to my house, eat bacon all day.
I actually
Yeah,
have a
but
good
then-
plan for
then-
this. What I would do is I'd go get the axe that's down in my basement, I'd run outside and go to my car. Then I'd drive all the way down to the Sports Center Shields downtown. And what I do is-
Wait. You'll get the axe that's under your basement? Jesus, hell, you're going to have to get a pickaxe first to dig
No,
that
I said
shit out of the cement.
in my basement, whatever. So I drive to the Shields department and I block off and barricade the doors, getting any survivors who are along the road with me. Then what
Screw
I
those
do,
guys.
then what I do is
They'll kill you.
I go into the gun
You
department
got a
and
car. They're gonna kill
hold
you,
on.
man.
I go to the gun department. I get a sniper. Okay, I get as much ammunition as I possibly can carry. Then I go all the way up and I go into the Ferris wheel. I get to the very top and I shoot the mechanism and stop the Ferris wheel. I now stay atop the Ferris wheel and shoot whatever frickin' thing comes
And then
near
you're,
me. And
you're stuck there for like 3 days, and you die of dehydration, and then I have to come save your ass.
And then I waltz up and just say, Alta, let me in. And then,
Yeah, okay.
no one gets to come in. You had your
fine,
chance.
I'll sit down at the bottom and yell at you the whole
Wouldn't
time.
you rather just like stay on like the roof of like the sports store that you go to? I mean, why would you want to go on top of a Ferris
Am I
wheel?
supposed to get on the roof?
I'll
don't
build
know.
my own Ferris wheel with flapjacks.
You know what? Forget the flapjacks and hookers. You know what? Forget the whole darn thing. Futurama reference. That
Well, I would go pick up my parents, go get Liz, go sit in a Winchester, and wait for this all to
I knew you were going. Made British people really cool again. It was Shaun of the Dead. I got to give you that much.
Very cool again.
Again, no, they're cool again.
Always been cool, man.
They weren't cool since Captain Picard wasn't the captain of the Enterprise, but they're making a comeback.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly
Now
but
this
surely.
this is the turning point right now.
coolest
Genrai,
British
can
guy
I go
ever.
hang out with you when the zombies attack us?
Someone posed this question to me once a long time ago. It was, would you rather spend a week in Raccoon City or Silent Hill?
What happens in Silent Hill? Who's the bad guy there?
Silent
Maybe
Hill.
there's some
There's
fight, and
there's
they
a
try to
famous
get-
Pyramid
game
Head,
series.
dude,
Silent
Resident Evil.
Hill.
I would rather spend a week in Raccoon City because
Yeah,
then
I'll stick with the zombies since they'll leave me alone.
Silent Hill has way more scarier shit than Resident Evil. I mean, Resident Evil has like that, some alligators and I guess the Nemesis. Which version of Resident Evil are we talking about? You need to be more
Just-
specific because
Just Raccoon City, as in
Okay,
anything.
wait. I have a question. Is it
What the
post
dirty shit
nuclear
happened in
bomb?
Raccoon City?
Is it post bomb or pre bomb?
Pre-bomb? What are you talking about?
free.
Okay,
Really
I just had to
get
be
you
sure
to
because
skip.
if it's post bomb, it's like cool. I can just do whatever the heck I want.
Or is it pre-apocalypse or post-apocalypse?
Pre op, post op. Pre op, post op.
It's always post-op, dude.
I just want to be. I'd rather be in the Dino Crisis world myself.
Can I be Jill Valentine? Is that an option?
Can I be in the Pokemon world instead?
I feel like
No.
you are thinking way too much into this, and I'm going to backhand you.
Wait, Genrai, will there be bacon in this scenario if I go to Raccoon City?
Did you find bacon in Raccoon City?
I can
Actually,
find
there's
bacon.
a diner there, and most diners have bacon of some sort.
Fine.
So
then
hey,
there's bacon in Raccoon City.
Okay, cool. I'm set for a week. I'm just gonna find this diner and.
Come on,
You need
Uto.
7
Uto, you're from
pounds of
Canada.
bacon.
You have all the Canadian bacon that you want.
Well,
That's not
that's not
bacon.
an option.
That's not bacon, though.
It's
That's
either
ham.
Raccoon City
It doesn't
or-
matter. It's close enough.
Maybe that could be your story, trying to get back to Canada to get some of that bacon.
Resident Evil Toronto.
Toronto, it's right next to America. You couldn't get any
Zombie
closer.
apocalypse. My mission: find some bacon.
Wouldn't it be to rescue all the Asian women? But, whatever floats your boat.
That's
It,
good.
it would
too.
be. It would kind of be a Harold and Kumar go to White Castle sort of situation, actually. Or like Zombieland, we're always looking for is some Twinkies.
Yeah, good point.
Ironically, they took a screenshot, and it turns out in the not in the movie,
Yeah, I've seen that
in the
one.
shop, the box of Twinkies right
Mhm.
there.
So he was too busy trying to hit that zombie in the head. Too busy. It's like, didn't notice. There's Twinkie.
What do you guys think of Zombieland? Because there's a kind of general consensus that it sucks, but I really enjoyed it.
I liked
did
it too.
That was
I
pretty
liked
good.
it.
Yeah.
Solid film.
Solid. Solid's a good film.
I really enjoyed the whole rules that he had too. Like that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, dude.
But everybody's gotta have rules, right? I mean, if a zombie apocalypse happened, wouldn't you just go down to like the bare instincts and rules, and that'd be it? Like forget, rebuilding civilization. It's all about survival now.
And
What do
getting
I
things-
care about civilization? I'll just take the opportunity to get as much of what I want and when I want it.
But basically, like if you don't have 50 dogs, you're not a person. You're more like dirt of the earth to me.
You at
Yeah,
least
if you
need
don't-
50 dogs
To be a person.
in your one-bedroom house that may be a log cabin in the marshes of the backwoods of Mississippi
With gators.
with gators.
You got it.
Mountain gators everywhere.
You
The
got
Gators
it.
now play the banjo. The Gators play the banjo too.
You should,
No,
Gilly, you should honestly just have a video on your channel of you just like walking around to different animals and saying, "You got a pretty mouth."
Yes,
Thousands of views.
I would
Thousands of
favorite that.
Oh, Mr. Mistakes, thank you for subbing to me, by the way.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I thought, well, I might as well get to know the people I'm actually going to talk to.
views. It's we're all a bunch of delinquents, but
So, I mean, what do you think about all of our videos? Have you watched all this? Have you subscribed to all this?
Every single one. I spent like, I didn't even go to bed before I did this. I spent like 6 hours watching everyone's videos.
that's all he does. Watch a bunch of.
No, dude, I think as far as LPing goes, I like people. We've all got individual styles, and we're all playing like different stuff to a certain degree. And yeah, it's awesome. It's cool to have like within you, because YouTube's kind of got a bit shit over the past few years as far as community goes. But within that shit pile, there's people making their own communities, which is awesome. So that's why I try and promote my channel as well. It's like a sense of community.
Sure.
Like
Sure.
I want people to know each other and like talk to each other and stuff. I don't want it to be like, I mean, as cool as it would be to be this like world recognized YouTube person, it kind of takes away the essence of community. Like I was talking about Tobuscus to you, Johnny, the other day.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I appreciate the guy, and I think he's great at what he does. But the problem is like he can't reach out to the community now because he's got like 3 million subscribers over 3 channels, and that's a
Yeah.
lot of people. And trying to be able to actually reply to people and really reach out to them must be really difficult when you're at that level.
Yeah, it really does take it away from everything. I remember the first time I saw a discussion in the comment section between 2 people that didn't even involve myself. I was like, this is awesome, because this is really community building. My video is bringing people together, and they're discussing various topics from it. And that to me was really the one thing that did, besides, however many subscribers I might get or comments, that really feeling of community is certainly really fulfilling when you experience it.
I think you can say that you're starting to get like popular to a certain degree is when someone puts first on your comment section. That's when you know you've made it.
I think I had a video where someone had put first, and it was the only comment there for like weeks, maybe. Yeah.
I'm still first.
Still first. I will always be first.
So, Mr. Mistakes, I also realized that Johnny told me that like you switched channels after you met your girlfriend.
Yeah, dude. Well, basically, like I had my old channel, and I had the I just basically did anything. I tried doing 5 games at once, like releasing 5 videos a day, which is just insane because obviously I have a full-time job. Yeah, and it worked for a while, but then I was like losing sleep, and it became less of a hobby, more of an obsession. So I cut back on that, and I was kind of messing around with my own personal style and trying to work out what I really wanted to do. And I had the stupid mistake of my name, Mr. Mistake. Yay! I made the stupid mistake of running a competition on my channel, and like 300 people subscribed to me in like a matter of days, and then the second that competition was over, people just didn't care anymore. So when I met Tony in real life and we got together, we started our own channel, even though she's not on it that much at the moment, but that will change in the future. But I was like, I'm going to jump ship and go to this channel, because then if people subscribe to us, it's because they want to hear us and listen to us, not because they want free shit. So that's why I jumped ship. So
It's a good way of doing it. Yeah, I think it was back when you were playing Terraria, or were you putting up a free game of Terraria, was it?
yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah, that would talk about a game fast. Jeez, it seemed like everyone was playing that game and everyone just immediately stopped.
It's already dead. There's never going to be another update to it.
I don't doubt that. I mean, they just tried to jump on the Minecraft bandwagon, which, you got to give them credit.
I would argue that I prefer Terraria over Minecraft. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, dude, there's so much more you can do. I mean, I know it's on a 2D plane, but there's so much more in that. There's bosses. There's like just even little things like the decorations for your house, because that's one thing that Minecraft lacks, is the fact that when you build your house, there's not really much you can do apart from put a few pictures up and like make it. Yeah, but like Terraria had like banners, it had posters, it had like all kinds of crazy. Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty interesting, though. I'd wanted to get it when it first came out, but then I was like, I've already got Minecraft, and just
it's a different beast. It seems from the outside in, it seems like a Minecraft clone, but it really is a totally different beast. It really is like the different levels, and like I said, the boss fights are incredible. But the fact that there's kind of like a set path that you go on, but you kind of have your own thing you can do within it. Like you start the game, and then you've got to try and get better armor, and then you can go get this rare item, and then a meteor falls, and there's some crazy shit in there. You've got to fight like unicorns and stuff now. So
much more of a story than Minecraft has.
One of the things I like in Minecraft is a mod that's kind of like that. It's called the Aether mod. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I love the Aether mod. If I could get mods, that's like the one thing I would play, because it's amazing. I love it so much.
What does it do?
Well, basically, in the Aether mod, there's bosses and there's a big quest, and it's almost like a whole new it's like level 2 of Minecraft, and it's a lot harder. They're all new, like weapons that make all your weapons seem like crap, and there's a final boss who's apparently like the sun god, and he's like even harder than the dragon, I think. But it is pretty good.
There's also, I was watching Toby Games, and he was playing a Zelda mod of it.
I remember that.
Yeah, he didn't do much with it, but like he played. I don't know how long it was. I don't watch too much Toby Games. I only watch it now for like the highlights anymore, and I'm not subscribed to his other channels except for the Cute Win Fail. I'm just addicted to that shit for some reason.
Yeah,
but I mean, what do you guys think about like mods and games, like just in general? Because I know like
that's
Xbox,
what I was gonna say.
They don't have mods.
With the thing is in Minecraft, like the mod community is wonderful, and like being able to extend people's creativity outside of like just being able to work for a gaming company is awesome. But the thing is, if you take away the mods from Minecraft, and even though I'm quite a fan of the Xbox version, I'll say this, like even if you take away the mods, there's really not that much to it. Like if you really think about it, like the amount of stuff you can do in it, it kind of deteriorates rapidly when you take away mods. So like the Xbox needs to figure out a way to integrate maybe like a best of mods from the PC. Maybe they can get the people to, I don't know, something. Because I mean, there is a DLC. If you go onto the main menu of the Minecraft game for Xbox, there is a DLC option, and there's nothing yet. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it.
We actually had a discussion about DLC for like consoles, and pretty much we're all pretty much against it. But like I think for like Minecraft, I think it'd be great to have a DLC as long as it's free. Like its mods are free on the PC. A lot of mods are free.
But then you put in the point that it's Microsoft. And,
and
I think if it was priced right, people wouldn't mind. If it was like 40 to 50 Microsoft points, that's fine, because I mean everyone's always got that lying around because the point system is ridiculous on Xbox. So that wouldn't be too bad. Or maybe like a new skin pack for like 20 Microsoft points, because that's really not a lot of money.
I mean, is there anything, I don't know on Xbox, but is there anything on Xbox that's only like 20 Microsoft points?
No, but then again, I think Minecraft's a different beast altogether, because like on Xbox, I think publishers can only have like 3 patches a year, I think, something like that for their for individual games. But with Minecraft, it allowed them to update it willingly and freely, so they might again change the rulebook for them, because obviously it's a massive money earner for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main problem
go ahead. Carry on, ladies. Fun.
The main problem I have with pretty much DLC is that they always treat it like it's new. So if it comes out and it's like $8, the game could be 10 years old. It'll still be $8.
Yeah.
I think it's all new content though, isn't it? So I guess it is new to a certain extent, even though the game itself isn't.
Yeah, but you could go to like any game store like a couple years, and they'll just have a disc that has all the DLC on it, and it'll be like $5. But if you download it from the server, it's still the 15 they wanted from it at release, and it's like come on guys, be serious.
That's a good point. Sorry,
That's all marketing, though. I mean, that's all just a marketing standpoint for money. And if you're smart about it, you just wait for the Game of the Year edition. Game of the Year edition. You don't have to buy it right then and there for the $15 it's going to cost. You can just wait for the whole game to come back out, and then technically only buy the content for $5.
Yeah, that's what I did with Fallout. I mean, Utori turned me on to Fallout, so I think that, and then I bought it for $20 with that and all the expansions, and I don't know how I feel about that decision. I'm kind of regretting it a little bit.
Fallout's great, though.
It's a great, it's a great game. I will not take anything away from it. But the thing is that as I'm playing it now, I wish more so that I was playing Skyrim, because they're both Bethesda games, and there are just like little tweaks that they've done throughout the years that have made Skyrim that like even though Fallout takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world, you got guns and there's all sorts of other things, which I appreciate. That's a different story in that sense. But I'd still rather be playing Skyrim.
I prefer Fallout over Skyrim for one reason.
What's that?
Asian chick.
There you go.
Asian chicks. Constantly with the Asian chicks.
Dude, back on the subject of DLC, I was talking to you, Johnny, the other day about on the Games on Demand service on Xbox, Skyrim is still, in England anyway, £49.99, which is just ridiculous. Like, I picked up the game at launch for $35, I think.
It's been out for, what, eight months now, and it hasn't seen a price drop at all, I don't think. So,
keep going.
No, carry on, dude, it's fine.
I was going to say, Super Smash Bros. Brawl that came out in, I think, 2008, 2000-ish? That's still priced $50. That's still priced $50.
I turned it in for almost $18 at GameStop, which is saying something.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that. GameStop, stores like that, you buy a $60 game, and they spend $9 and give it back to you. Then they sell it for $80 again. It's like, really?
Yeah, the GameStop, all their profit is in their trade-in. I mean, they very expressively define their trade-in, and that's what they're all about, is their trade-in, and then selling it back to you for manufacturer price. Even though they'll get it for $15, send it to the manufacturer for $9, and then make like $30 freaking dollars on it.
Yeah, honestly, you're stupid if you buy into that in this day and age. Like, there's no excuse for you to go online and type a post on like Craigslist or something, say like, yeah, I'm selling this game for slightly cheaper than whatever.
Yeah,
definitely. There's no money in new games at all, dude. Like, I mean, if you look at the breakdown, the fractions of costs when you buy a new game that goes to the publisher and so on and so forth. Like, the fact that like companies like GameStop, and over here we have Game, get 100% of that profit whenever. So if someone trades in Skyrim like 5 times, that same copy 5 times, it gets sold. The 4 times it gets sold, 100% of that profit's going to GameStop or Game. It really hurts the industry. It's horrible. Like, as much as I love a bargain, if I can afford it, I will get a brand new game just so I can help the game industry itself.
Yeah, they rely on, like, if you go to a game store the weekend after a game comes out, you'll find a new copy, $59.99. You'll find a used copy for $54.
Yeah,
like, it's literally like days later because somebody buys it, they don't like it, they return it. Now, GameStop only gave them maybe $25 for that game, and then they resell it for $55, and then say it happens again. Now they're making $200-300 on the same game.
Yeah,
and heaven forbid you wait 6 months. It's like, we can only give you $7 for this game. So I paid $60. Give me $20.
2 experiences that I've had recently is that I tried to go to the nearest retro gaming store to my house, because I would love to go to like a store full of retro games and just shop around, talk to the people there about retro games and stuff like that. Really kind of socialize instead of just buying them all online. But I went there. It was 45 minutes out of my way, completely in the opposite direction of anything, and it was closed down. It was out of business. I was so unhappy, and 45 minutes too, that's like a quarter of a tank of gas almost for me. And so then I got back, and a few days later, I was on GameFAQs, and their poll of the day was asking, game sales are down. I think the exact amount was 27% compared to last year. And it's like why aren't you buying more new games? And unanimously, most people voted because there weren't enough games worth buying new. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. There haven't been a lot of really solid titles that are worth paying $60 for, especially.
So there's no innovation these days. Honestly, no. It's with me starting to play the old school stuff again. I'm playing games like Mario. I'm playing games like DuckTales and just really crazy outlandish titles as well. And compared to nowadays, you've got. I mean, I love Battlefield. I'm a huge fan of Battlefield. But you've got Battlefield, you've got COD, you've got a number of FPSs, and even platforming games nowadays, it's super realistic. It's all about being gritty and realistic and stuff. There's no real fun element anymore. It's just the same old shit over and over again.
Yeah, the difficulty is not nearly where it used to be way back in the day. There's so much more hand-holding going on. And I didn't want to ever admit that either. Want
to talk about hand-holding? Fucking Pikmin 2. I have yet to get through the tutorial quote because that fucking robot won't leave me alone. Every time I do anything, oh my god, I have to hold your hand through this.
You're not going to pee your pants? You're going to pee your pants. Better go to the bathroom real quick.
There's going to be a game next year where it's going to be the computer's going to play for you.
Oh.
You can do that in Mario Galaxy 2. If you fail a level too much, it will ask you, do you want the computer to do this for you?
Dude, that's ridiculous.
You can also do that in if they started that in Assassin's Creed 2, the PlayStation, they had the Uplay thing, where you could watch somebody who had done it already.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
They had that in Super Mario Bros. 2. They had that in the new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch the Wii do it, and he'll do the whole course.
Wow.
Actually, you know what? Even before that, they had that in Omega Boost. I don't know if you ever played a game, but in PlayStation they had the Omega Boost where every level you could watch the computer play it flawlessly. Wouldn't get hit and would murder everything.
You know, I really like playing Meat Boy, and when every time you failed, it would have you when you finally completed the course, it would show you completed, but it would show every life that it took. And it would just they would run the course at the same speed, and then it would show every point in the course where you died before you finally completed it. I thought that was pretty funny, but man, I can't believe that. It's just and I never wanted to admit that games are so much easier than they used to be, 20 years ago, because I'm sure people still find difficulty in them. We were talking yesterday about Dark Souls.
Yes.
And that's totally meant to be a throwback to the old school NES difficulty. And it shows. It certainly does show. It doesn't feel the same necessarily because it's not 8 or 16-bit, but they're doing something different at least. And you got to
look how loved that game is. That's the thing is, I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a lot. Is the difficulty these days is when it's difficult. Apart from I'm talking about just the general gaming these days. Is when it's difficult, it's just damn right unfair. If you look at COD's veteran difficulty, that's just, it's doable, but it's just frustratingly unfair. Grenades will spawn everywhere, and enemies will just you pop up, you're dead straight away. It's ridiculous. It's not where the games like Mega Man and things, they take actual skill to beat flawlessly. It's not just whatever.
Or Halo. Remember Halo 2 on Legendary where there were no checkpoints? You had to start the level all over again.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. Beating Halo 2 on Legendary. I remember sitting down with my friends one day. I was like, hey, we have all 3 Halos. Let's play them all back to back. We got through Halo 1 on Legendary, no problem. We get to Halo 2 and it takes us 4 fucking days to beat that fucking shit on Legendary.
Wow.
It was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, at least with a Mega Man game, it's okay, you finally complete the stage and you get to the boss, and maybe you can beat him, maybe you can't, depending on if you have the power or not. And but at least you beat the level, and it only took you probably, maybe 20 minutes, depending if you're starting that completely fresh, have no idea what you're getting yourself into. I mean,
that's me yesterday.
Yeah, but for a game like Halo, you're spending a lot of time just trying to get through the level, and then if you die, your penalty is having to start it all the way back, and it's not going to get any easier because you still have to take out all these enemies. It's not what's exactly coming right at you next.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm someone who I love Mega Man, but I haven't really had that much experience with it. Like I said, I got Mega Man 2 yesterday, and I played for it for the first time. I got to Wily's Castle, and there's one stage with a load of ladders, I think, and it's really irritating. And I had no idea where to go. I had no idea what to do. But once I beat that challenge, like it's only a small challenge because obviously the levels are really short, but once I beat that challenge, I overcame it. Such a euphoric feeling just to be able to, say that, I beat Mega Man today. That's awesome.
Well,
And
wait
that's
till you
the
get to
feeling-
level 4 in Wily's Castle. Have fun with
That's
that.
the feeling that I always got whenever I played Demon Souls or Dark Souls. Was just the utter accomplishment of beating it by myself. Or if I couldn't beat it, I could always call on a couple phantoms, like, "Hey, dude, I can't beat this shit." Like, "No problem, dude. I got your back," and we would beat it.
I got your back, son.
I got your back. Of course, that's how it always goes, right?
There are so many fucking gangsters on Demon Souls. It's ridiculous. Let me tell you.
Checking part 3 will just be in the hood.
Right.
Like,
Well, I guess we're closing in on an hour.
Hold on,
here,
I just
so-
gotta say one more thing about hand-holding. I gotta say the one game that really irritated me, and I'm sure anyone who's played it can agree, is Duke Nukem Forever. There is no need to have any hand-holding. It's a Duke Nukem game. I don't need to spend 2 hours not shooting things.
Well, there
only
shouldn't have been any puzzles in that game. That's the last thing Duke Nukem needs is puzzles. We just
Exactly.
we just need titties and big guns, and that's all we need.
Balls
I
of
played Duke
steel.
Nukem 64, and that is my all-time favorite Duke Nukem game. I have all the other ones, but Duke Nukem
Strippers.
64 is one of the best first-person shooters, N64 games, in my opinion, of all time.
What about GoldenEye? What about GoldenEye?
Up there with Gold. It's right up there with GoldenEye. Right up
Thank
there. It's
you.
like tied. It's like
That's
right
all
up there
I
with
wanted.
GoldenEye, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, all those. It's amazing because I go around and I shoot things. I haven't even beat the game yet, but I love it and I can play it all the time if I want to because it's an amazing game. I go to Duke Nukem Forever. I'm so mad. There's puzzles. And if I stand around for 30 seconds, just, eat a sandwich or something, this thing lights up. Hey, go in here, idiot, because you obviously have no idea what you're doing. Like, you've never
What
played
are
a Duke
you
Nukem
doing?
before, obviously. You don't know to shoot the vent.
Yeah, you're really beating a dead horse to death if you're playing Duke Nukem Forever. You should probably just let it go and move on to something different.
is someone fapping in the background or what?
Not me.
Anyhow, I'm going to draw to a close. A close.
Gross.
Yep, my beer is all gone. That's for sure.
That's no time.
That means it's time to go. Well, that's all we got for tonight. We've been going for a good solid hour or so. I want to thank Mr. Mistakes Were Made. Go check out his channel. We'll leave a link below. Go check it out. We've got Minecraft fun. We've got old school NES fun. He's really great at commentating. He's an amazing guy. I've known him for like 9 months, like back when I first started on YouTube, pretty much. I will probably see him again in the future. My usual cast of ridiculous people, Utorai, DillyDV, Genray, Alta, all of our links will be in the bottom to our channels. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I hope that you watched it all, and if you didn't, I wouldn't blame you, considering how things got so off topic. But
Don't sit there and stare at your YouTube screen for an hour. For dear God, just listen to us.
yeah, just play a game, or go play some Mario 3 while you're listening to this. Put it on the background. That's what it's there for. But we will talk to you guys next Friday with more ridiculousness, and hell, we might even make it more video game related. Who
Y'all
knows?
have a good weekend now.